Hey, happy hump day to you fellas. What's going on? Wednesday morning. That's right, hump day edition here of Winning Bets. Appreciate you hanging out, talking our sports and talking our sports betting as well. We'll just go right on into the action recap yesterday and then jump on into today's MLB action. Loaded slate, 15 games. We got some getaway games, so the action starts early as well. So let's go ahead and get on into it. Throwing up that recap from yesterday. And we got the Yankees to thank from really, saving our ass. We mentioned it was a smash spot and a hammer play. It's a good thing we followed through with our instincts of really unloading on that game. And then it's obviously good that that game went our way. We haven't had, like a really bad day this year, right? We haven't had a, down 6 units, down 7 units, down 8 unit day. All because of the Yankees was the reason why we can continue that streak of not having an ugly and disgusting day. They absolutely saved our bacon. Nationals on that F5 team total over 1.5. They were only able to get one run, and in fact, they didn't get that one run until the fifth inning. Marlins on the money line jump up to the early 3-0 lead, so they cashed the early 2 for us, which is now 3 straight days. We're having a nice bounce back in that promo, cashing 3 in a row, but the Marlins can't hold in the lead. Jesus Luzardo has a bad fourth. They put him back out there for the fifth inning. Why not? You see starters all the time will have one bad inning, and then they can get it under control. Now, he carried his struggles all into the fifth inning, gave up all 9 runs in that fourth and fifth inning. Credit the Marlins, though, for clawing back, getting a run in the seventh, getting a run in the eighth, loading the bases in the ninth inning with no outs, so gave themselves a chance for the comeback. It just wasn't meant to be as the Marlins fall to the Rays in that one. Dodgers and Braves. Braves get it done over the Braves get it done over the Red Sox. Dodgers don't do a damn thing up against the Pittsburgh Pirates, losing the game 1-0, so a tight game, and the Dodgers can't muster much against the Pirates in that one. Reds team total over 5.5, can't quite get it done. They only score 4 runs, had opportunities in the fifth with a couple base runners, had a couple base runners in the sixth inning. In fact, a couple base runners in the sixth was with 0 outs. They can't quite get the timely hit to scrape across a couple more runs, so that one falls. And then Sandoval under 17.5 outs. It all came down to his last at-bat. He was cruising earlier in the game. They made him work in the third inning, which the third inning is when they went ahead and got the one run. And then they made him work again in the sixth inning. He was at 100 pitches on Jake Cronenworth. Obviously a left-handed bat, and Cronenworth, that's why they let him face him, because he was a left-handed bat. And then after that at-bat, they're going to go to the righty to face the right-handed hitter. But Cronenworth grounded out there to the shortstop. So that was that at-bat right there for the plus money cash. It was that at-bat to turn a 1.65 unit day, a profit on the day. And Sandoval gets the big out and goes 6 innings in that one. Then we get to the Yankees game. And again, just thankful as hell that game went our way. The best bet, Yankees on the run line, cashes. You get a late 2-run homer from Stanton to give you a little bit of breathing room and feel a little bit better going into that ninth inning. The Yankees can obviously save Clay Holmes for today's action as they throw Luke Weaver in the ninth inning. Yankees on that F5 team total. Obviously, they got 3 of those 5 runs through the first 5, so that was a good plus money cash. Luis Gil over on his outs. Just glad that I double dipped on the 16.5. I have really no idea. It wasn't until late in the day, I saw maybe about an hour and a half till first pitch where the 16.5s became the 17.5 again. He was cruising. Pitch count was a little uncomfortable high maybe earlier on, 47 pitches through 3 innings, but then started to get it under control, and in the end goes 6 strong, 1 hit, 88 pitches. Guy was absolutely electric, had 6 strikeouts. Guy's the favorite to win the AL, Rookie of the Year. Guys should be favored to win the AL Cy Young. You're not only you're not getting runs off this guy. Jesus Christ, people aren't even getting hits off this guy. That was actually the questions last night in the press conference was like, this guy's just becoming unhittable. He is, god damn, he's electric stuff. On a day in which Garrett Cole goes and starts his rehab assignment, you start thinking about Cole and Heel and a rotation side by side. Wow, that's scary stuff. So thankfully 3 of those 4 cashes were obviously at plus money and just really just saved our bacon. And obviously, though, we're still positive on the week after a good Tuesday, or I should say a Monday. But man, yesterday just has that shitty feeling, just a shitty feeling that just nothing went our way other than the Yankees game. We picked up a $15 free bet. Of course, on Dinger Tuesday, we arbitraged that. There were 3 homers in that Yankees-Twins game, so we picked up $15 free bet. So, hated yesterday. Just couldn't get one bet to go our way and turn a little bit of a profit outside of that Yankees game. Heartbreaking stuff right there. Looking to turn it around to Brian. Looking to get some money in our pocket today. I feel you on that one. Bounce backing day. Yes, sir. Bounce back. Let's go ahead and do it, boys. All right, boys, welcome on into the payoff pitch, previewing the MLB slate on every single day. You can see the menu there on your left-hand side. We'll run our way through that. Let's go ahead and start with the first inning, quick hits. Like to get our opening thoughts. Just want a bounce-back day, as Brian said, and as Ryan said in the comment section, want that bounce-back day. We're having a good week, though, in some categories. We're going to run through those categories there on your left-hand side. Make sure you stay here for It's a Steal in the 6th inning, where we're 2-0 on Nerfies this week. Hang around to coming to a stretch in the 7th inning, where we're 2-0 on our best bets. And how are we going to use the DraftKings Early 2 promo, where we're on a 3-game win streak? We'll find out a little bit later on the show in Rapid Fire, when we'll go ahead and use the Early 2. Let's go to around the bases, though, and take a couple of these games and break them down. And let's go back to this Mets and Nationals series, where we've been on this series every single day in some capacity. And Patrick Corbin's on the mound today, so let's go ahead and do that Mets F5 team total over 2.5 runs at even money. You've got a lot you could talk about here that's in favor of the Mets. You could talk about how some individuals are performing up against Patrick Corbin. Pete Alonso hits 318. Marte hits 310. Lindor hits 316. Nemo hits 270. And Iglesias hits 455 off of Patrick Corbin. All of those guys have seen at least 10 at-bats, so you get some good sample sizes to go along in there. To go along with those same 5 hitters, have 9 home runs and then an additional 9 extra base hits up against Patrick Corbin, just those 5 guys alone. So if you're looking for any same-game parlay, mix and match those 5 guys, I think you'd be in good shape. Mets are obviously crushing left-handers. Remember what they did against Mackenzie Core the other night, giving us a great cash. They're hitting 325, which is outstanding, over 100 plate appearances, slugging 545 with a 945 OPS and a weighted runs created of 173. You want to add in a high walk rate of 10%, a low strikeout rate of 15.7%, has all the makings of Patrick Corbin having a really ugly outing with his hot Mets team. Lots of great hitter familiarity within the lineups as well. I'll gladly take that Mets F5 team total over 2.5 runs at even money. Let's go ahead and do another F5 team total. Let's go back to that Marlins game yesterday, and let's do Rays and Marlins F5 team total over 1.5. You've got Zach Eflin pitching this game, coming off the injured list. He's coming off a back injury. If you just look at his last 5 starts, he's allowed this bet to cash in 4 of those last 5 starts. He faced the Marlins twice last season, got a cash in 1 of those 2 starts. Eflin really struggling this year. 271 opponents' batting average. That's up from previous seasons. His K per 9 is down at 6.7. He's allowing a 730 OPS, which all 3 of those numbers are the worst he's had in his last previous 3 seasons. So a guy that is obviously having a really rough season comparatively to how it's been going for him in past recent seasons. And the Marlins come in, just like we liked them yesterday on our Dog of the Day. They're still swinging a good bat. We mentioned the early runs, the late comeback that fell a little bit short. They're swinging a good bat versus right-handers, hitting 282, slugging 409 with the 722 OPS and a weighted runs created at league average at 103. So give me the Marlins to have a little hot start here against Eflin with an F5 team total over 1.5 runs. Let's shut up now and pitch, and we'll do that with giving you guys some pitching props. Let's look at Brady Singer under 4.5 Ks. That's the Guardians. It's like these 2 teams. It's like Guardians and Phillies, and you just take that opposing pitcher. Look, he went against the Guardians 3 times last year. He stayed under in all 3 starts last year against the Guardians. Overall this year, it's only under in 4 of 11. Guardians in a great place from a K percentage. They're only K'ing at 15%. They're hitting 263 in a good place. Got great history coming off last season against Brady Singer. I'll gladly take him to have under 4.5 Ks. Just a good recipe of we don't strike out and we also hit the ball well enough that should be able to chase him, I think, after 5 innings pitched. So look for him maybe to not pitch deep in this game as well. What about James Paxton of the Dodgers? He can have over 3.5 Ks today at minus 120 over at Fanatics. He's over in 5 of 9 in his full starts. And when I mean full starts, you remember last start he was pitching on short rest, so they had him limited to 5 pitches. Even that one, he got onto the hook. He went 3 innings, 3 strikeouts, but it was an abbreviated start because it was on short rest. Full starts, over in 5 of 9. The Pirates are currently striking out at 29.6%. and they're only hitting 243. Paxton should be going 5-6 innings with this weak lineup, striking out a ton. His 3.5 number is a little bit too low for my liking, and I like it at -120 over at Fanatics. I also like Jose Barrios under 5.5 Ks. A couple books already have the 4.5 at plus money. I hear you. You want to take a stab at that? You want a little bit of juice and maybe drop it in a parlay? FanDuel's got it at -152 for 5.5 Ks. Under in 6 of his 12 starts, including earlier this season when he only got 4 against the Baltimore Orioles. Faced the Orioles twice last season, stayed under in both of those starts against the Orioles. And the Orioles right now are Kane at 18.2%. And I don't think we need to talk about their offensive numbers. We were on them a couple days ago. You saw what they did again yesterday. They are absolutely just mashing the ball. Great batting average. The weighted runs created is #1 versus right-handers, bringing a lot of power to the plate. Orioles, Barrios, under 5.5 Ks at -152. Fourth inning, long shots. Let's see if we can't cook up a dog on today's show. And mentioning those Orioles, they're still taking on the Blue Jays. How can they not be the dog? The bullpen numbers have straightened out now for the Baltimore Orioles, and they've even gotten to be better than what the Toronto Blue Jays have from their bullpen. So we know by far you're going to go ahead and get the better offense here at the Orioles. Hell, they're top 3, top 2, even #1 in some categories, including weighted runs created. So I'll take the better offense. I'll take what's now become the better bullpen, a 3.1 ERA versus 5.2, an FIP at 3.5 versus 6.0, and an opponent's batting average of 219 versus 234, and the whip is even better at 1.1 versus 1.2. So better bullpen, better offense, better starter. I don't know, Suarez versus Barrios, but I'm going to take the hot offense to maybe kind of balance out if Suarez can't be quite as good as Barrios. Orioles +102 is going to be your long shot today. That's your dog of the day. Fifth inning, keeps swinging. I think there's another spot here if you want to make a same-game parlay. We already mentioned the Mets and the Nationals are a good one. What about the Guardians, where they're taking on the Royals? Jose Ramirez, he hits .435 and 23 at-bats up against Brady Singer with 2 home runs. I even like a little bit more of the leadoff hitter of Steven Kwan. He's the leadoff hitter, so you like that as more. He's hitting .389 in 18 at-bats, and in those 18 at-bats, he's only struck out once versus Steven Kwan. Much like Jose Ramirez, you're going to get the lefty on righty, so you get that in both matchups. I just like Kwan, no strikeouts, leadoff hitter. But either one of these guys in the same game parlay, Ramirez, Kwan, I think they're both really great. We mentioned the Orioles could get some damage done. They've got 5 guys with good batting averages. Nobody as good, though, as Adley Rutschman, 12 for 19. 12 for 19 against Barrios, 3 home runs and 0 strikeouts. God, I've really focused on him today for an over 1.5 total bases. Like it's +118 over on Caesars. And one more for you guys. Let's just throw in Christian Yelich, where he's done some damage off of Aaron Nola, where he's 11 for 36, a triple, a home run, and 2 doubles is Yelich off of Nola. But their bullpen's in too good of a shape. I wouldn't even really play Yelich because if you can't get it done against Nola, then you're screwed because the bullpen's really too good. I obviously like Ramirez and Kwan and Rutschman. By far, those 3, much more than the other ones. All right, Nerfy of the day. Told you to hang around for the Nerfy of the day. It's a steal. Gave you 2 Nerfies yesterday. How about both of those Nerfies cashed? Of course, the official one was White Sox Cubs. That one got it done. I'm not going to mention White Sox Cubs again today just because let's talk about something different, but White Sox Cubs is still certainly a good one. 2 days in a row, we've cashed Mets Nationals. Obviously, you can imagine today's a spot in which you want to maybe lay off that Nerfy with the left-handed hitting and all the history up against Corbin. So why don't you replace that one with Mariners Athletics, -132 Nerfy over on FanDuel. Logan Gilbert clean in 4 of his last 5. In fact, he's been clean in all but 2 of his. The Yankees and Twins will account for all 7 of the runs he's allowed in the first inning. Got really roughed up there by the Twins earlier on, and the Yankees, they just ran into them when they have just been really hot. But otherwise, clean in all of his other starts, clean in 4 of his last 5. I like Logan Gilbert up against an Athletics team that is hitting below the Mendoza line. And then Joey Estes there, he's been clean in 3 of his 4 starts. Mariners are only hitting .218 versus right-handers. And these 2 teams are some of the best at Nerfy in all of baseball. The Athletics are 82%, which is 3rd best, and the Mariners are 8th best at 77%. So your Nerfy of the day will be Mariners Athletics. Best price is -132 over on FanDuel. Coming to a stretch, best bet. And there was one spot on Monday we said Yankees Twins is a smash spot of the week. Yesterday's best bet came from this series. Obviously, today's best bet's also going to come from this series. It's Yankees F5 team total over 2.5 runs at even money. I don't really know how do we want to justify this. We've talked about this series. We've talked about the Yankees offense. They're going up against Paddock, who, boy, did they crush. He got 12 hits off of him in 5 innings. They got 5 runs off of him on those 12 hits. Obviously, this bet, they faced the Twins 4 times this season. The bet is cashed in all 4 games, again, including Paddock. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, we could regurgitate the same numbers, but I'm not interested in doing that. I think everybody knows where the Yankees are in terms of swinging and where they are, history-wise up against Paddock. So best bet, Yankees F5 team total over 2.5 runs at even money. 8th inning, double play. Like to give a parlay. What parlay did we have yesterday? Oh, we had Braves Dodgers. So 1-1 on these parlays then, because the other Mondays was Phillies Astros. Yeah, and then obviously got tripped up. Man, Dodgers did nothing. Jesus Christ. Yankees money line. I mean, what are we talking about? And I would actually parlay with the Reds on the money line. All the reasons why we like that team total yesterday are still very much in play. By far the better bullpen. By far the better offense. Ashcraft versus Hudson probably would give an edge there to Ashcraft, but the way the Reds are hitting lefties and righties, that's where you're getting like a lot of advantages, and then the bullpen is also a lot of advantages. Yankees-Reds come out to plus 169 for a Yankees-Reds money line parlay at plus 169. So that's how we'll do it right there. I've got a couple of bets, obviously, on the screen. Mets and Yankees F5 team totals are over 2.5. The Marlins is over 1.5. Orioles, I'm doing that. Orioles, goddamn right. They gave it to me at 1.5. Hudson, don't do what you did to me last time out against the Dodgers where you actually got the win. This time you're really behind it, man. That Reds offense is so much better. That Reds bullpen is so much better. Look for Hudson to not be the winning pitcher. I also think Hudson's going to have at least 1 walk. He's had 1 walk in every single start. The Reds have a nice high walk rate, so look for him to continue that trend of having at least 1 walk, and I parlay that with the Brady Singer play of under 4.5 Ks, which has now gotten to be around about minus 180. So definitely a parlay piece there for Brady Singer. All right, let's hit to a rapid fire. Let's spend this DraftKings early too, and then let's get after it, boys. What's up, Nick? Morning, man. How's it going, my man? All right, let's get it. What do we got? We got day baseball. Braves and Red Sox are going to go ahead and kick off today's slate with an over-under of 10. Braves at minus 112. Red Sox coming to this one at minus 108. This one, to me, I'm just more interested in the under 10. And the under 10 with the offenses struggling, you could, maybe flip this one and go to the Red Sox on the money line with them facing a right-hander. They're significantly better versus a right-hander as opposed to they are facing the lefty there and Fried. But I just like the under 10 because while the Red Sox are better, it's not like, I'm not throwing my cash behind the Red Sox offense or anything. Bullpens are in good shape, good numbers. So I like under 10 in Braves, Red Sox. Cardinals and Astros over under of 8.5. Cardinals plus 130. Astros minus 155. Just going to take the better team from a bullpen, from an offensive standpoint. Cardinals have come down quite remarkably here versus right-handers. They've fallen to, bang on league average. Only hitting 233. They're back to striking out a lot at 27.7%. Other than maybe a little bit of power, which elevates their weighted runs created, it's not really good. And even if all those numbers are worse than the Astros offense, and obviously the Astros have the better bullpen, Astros at minus 155. Morning, Adrian. Hope you're doing well. Reds and Rockies over under of 11.5. Reds minus 130. Rockies plus 110. Not often have we used the early 2 on a minus bet, but so far, Reds are definitely the play. We'll see if we find a better one. I like Reds on the early 2. I like that they're, obviously the away team. I love their hitting advantages in this ball game. Love fading Hudson as well. So, yeah, Reds for the early 2. Reds obviously on the full game money line at minus 130. The bullpen advantages are big. I mean, the offensive advantages have actually gotten pretty big. The Rockies, they're down to, bottom 5 offense, only hitting 218. Ranked the bottom 5 of Major League Baseball. The weighted runs created is 66. Whew. That's a struggling offense all of a sudden here in the Rockies team. So, yeah, Reds minus 130. Reds early 2. See if we find a better one. Giants and Diamondbacks over under of 8.5. Giants plus 102. Diamondbacks minus 122. Just two offenses that I just can't back right now. Jordan Hicks has faced this team once earlier this season, went 5 innings, pitched well, actually. Probably would do another under 8.5. I'd go under 8.5 between the Giants and Diamondbacks, under 8.5. Mets and Nationals, yeah, we can just skip that one. Just comes down to, do you want to stomach the Mets on a full game money line and the bullpen? But, yeah, obviously, I'm not part of that bullpen. I want no part of that bullpen. So, and I thought the Nationals versus righties were, let's see. I'll go over, was it 8.5, 9.5? I go over 9.5. The way the bullpens are struggling. The Nationals included, obviously, in that. Yeah, I go over 9.5. Over 9.5. Brewers and Phillies over under of 8.5. Brewers plus 154. Phillies minus 185. I went the under here and just hope Ashby can play into really what the Phillies numbers are versus left-handers. They're striking out a lot at 28.6%. The batting average is 237. The weighted runs created league average at 99. Brewers are better, but facing them against Nolan, I like the under 8.5. Both of these bullpens are outstanding. Both of these bullpens are really good. The Phillies' ERA is 0.57. No shit, 0.57. They're not giving up anything late in the game. Both of these opponents' batting averages are below Mendoza line. The whips are basically both under 1. I like the under 8.5 and Phillies Brewers under 8.5. Dodgers and Pirates over under of 8.5. Dodgers minus 108. Pirates minus 112. Can only like the under. Good enough bullpen for the Dodgers. Pirates, you saw all their high leverage guys yesterday, but that's the only scary part. But with the offenses struggling, Skeens on the mound, watch out. I'll take the under 8.5. Rays and Marlins over under of 7.5. Rays minus 130. Marlins plus 110. The Rays obviously it comes off of we trim a day off, and in trimming the day off, then we add yesterday's performance. They get quite a bump versus left-handers. Makes this game tough. Makes this one tough. I like the over 7.5. Give me the over 7.5 between the Rays and Marlins. Definitely like the over more than trying to predict the winner in that game. So Rays hit good. Marlins are better. Yeah, I like the over 7.5. Royals and Guardians over under of 8.5. Royals plus 105. Guardians minus 125. I would say rinse and repeat with yesterday's analysis. Getting Guardians at minus 125. Yeah. They do it all better. Twins and Yankees, kind of a no-brainer. It's Yankees. You can go Yankees actually on the running line. They didn't use Santana yesterday or Clay Holmes. They used Heel. They used Weaver. They used Canely. The hell they used that eighth inning? They used Canely and Weaver. Somebody. Either way, Santana's still up and Holmes is still up. So yeah, Yankees on the run line. The only reason I don't like it today is because the Twins in that series in Minnesota, the Twins did get a look at Rodon. So yeah, the Yankees have advantages. They're hot offense. They just saw Paddock. Twins aren't a hot offense, but at least they just saw Rodon. So, but I still like Yankees on the run line. Orioles and Blue Jays. Of course, the Orioles are the dog of the day. So like the Orioles would just stick with the better bullpen, better offense in spades. So the Orioles plus 102. White Sox and Cubs over under of 9.5. White Sox plus 150. Cubs minus 180. Don't forget, this is a really good Nerfy candidate that we hit yesterday. The offenses are still very much struggling. Did the White Sox pull this out yesterday? Their left-handed hitting showed up against Amy Manga. I think they won this game yesterday. Did they hold on? Did the bullpen blow it? Did the bullpen with an 8.16 ERA? Did that bullpen blow it, or did they hold it together? Shit, they blew it. Unreal. Numbers don't lie. ERA is 8.1. Dead last. The opponent's batting average is 344. Dead last. Jesus. The bullpen, oh man, bullpen gave up 4 in the 6th, 2 in the 8th. Heartbreaker. Jesus. Yeah, I mean these bullpen numbers are awful. It's a under early and over late. I guess Cubs then. That's what's the price? How do you look at the price? I'm not paying minus 180 though. But yeah, I mean, this White Sox offense is hitting 175. Their weighted runs created is 56. It's awful. Both of those numbers are second worst in Major League Baseball. Cubs not a lot better, but yeah. Tigers and Rangers over under of 8.5. Tigers plus 114. Rangers minus 135. I mean, give me the Tigers for the sweep. Give me the Tigers for the sweep. Sure. It's better numbers. Grades out better. I'll take the Tigers plus 114. Padres and Angels, I want to skip that game for a minute because I want to see if the lines have moved since I did my handicapping. I'm trying to bet that game, so let's come back to that one for a second. Mariners and Athletics over under of 8. Mariners minus 162. Athletics plus 136. Can only just be on an under in this. It's just struggling offenses. It's good bullpens. You saw the under hit yesterday. I'm fine with the under again today. So, yeah. Under in Mariners Athletics, nerfy of the day. Padres and Angels, last game with an over-under of 8. Padres minus 166 or 162. Angels plus 136. I want to relook at the lines because the Angels have the worst batting average at 156. They have the worst slugging at 209. They have the worst OPS at 437. And their weighted runs created is dead last at 29. It is all really effing laughable how bad it is. But the lines were impossible to bet. But maybe things have shifted. Let's get a look and see. So I wouldn't do Dylan Cease's over on strikeouts because they only strike out at 22.8%. So not paying minus 155 for 7+ Ks. His outs prop, I'm also not willing to say he's going to go more than 6 because he's a little too wild with his control. He does look for the punch out. He throws a lot of balls. So I don't know if I can quite get that outs recorded. Looks sexy at plus money, but you could see him going just 6 innings with the way that they work him. What's the Padres to be winning through the first 5 innings is minus 160. Can't get on that. The run line is minus 115. That's not bad. Not bad, but what are some of the F5ers? Yeah. The Angels to not score through the first 3s, minus 105. To only get 1 run, it's minus 1. Yeah, see, it's just, man, I wish we could get in on this game. Do they play tomorrow? They don't play tomorrow. Pretty sure the Angels, did they win the first 2 games? Yeah, 2-1, 4-2. Watched that game last night. First of all, that umpire just bullshit. There were so many, he was so pitcher friendly last night to Sandoval. Sandoval should have thrown substantially more pitches. He was giving him the outside of the plate. It ain't even the outside of the plate because the balls were well off the plate. He was being quite generous. Yeah, I don't know. I have to keep. Man, I really want in on fading the league worse than everything, and it's just gross how bad this offense is. Dylan Cease, what you got here, buddy? If there's ever a day for you to go over 6 innings, you've done it in 3 of your last 7. You're getting to 100 pitches. You're goddamn right. Yeah, then before that stretch, 4 of his last 5 were right at 6 innings. Do the Angels, how many pitches do they see per plate appearance? That could help make the decision if they were towards the bottom of the barrel. Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seventh best at 3.93. So they were seventh worst, then maybe, but seventh best. How do we get in on this game? You got any familiarity with these bastards? Here we go. Faced them last year once, 6 innings, 1 run. I like it. When did you give up that 1 run? Not till the 4th inning. Ohtani hit a home run. Well, he ain't on that lineup no more. So, yeah. You could take the Angels F3. I bet Fanatics is going to hang the F3 at 1.5 at minus 200. They seem to come in on some weird lines. Reds, by the way, will be the official early, too. Nothing's better than the Reds. Yeah, they got it at 1.5 at minus 275. Yeah, I just can't do that. Maybe priced out of this Padres-Angels game, but I like it. What do they have for the run line? They've got the same minus 115. Is there a better price? I mean, they hit right-handers, the Padres. Problem is they've only got 150 plate appearances, which is dead last. Like, Padres, they may hit 306, but they ain't actually stringing hits together. They've only seen 150 plate appearances. Most teams, I mean, hell, the Astros have 314. Royals have 308. Tigers have 299. Orioles 297. Padres, even though, you know, they've got the #1 batting average and they've got the 3rd best weighted runs created, they ain't stringing hits together. They only get hit 150. Been seeing left-handers, but let's see if I don't think I would do an F5 under because of the #1 batting average, of the 3rd best weighted runs created. Like, Soriano's a guy I like, but the writing's on the... And the Angels bullpen, I'm not messing with that. That's too good, so... Bet Rivers on the money line is minus 152 for the best price. And get even money on MGM on the run line at even money. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know. Do we get you guys back? Well, the computer just crashed. All right. I think I'm actually back and still streaming. It's a miracle. Nerfy of the day is Mariners Athletics. What's going on? Hernandez, my guy. Cease under hits allowed. Yeah. I think I saw it was 4.5. Let's see. Yeah, 4.5 minus 115. Let's see. He goes 5, 8, 9, 5, 1, 3, 6, 1, 2, 2, 2, 4, 2. It's not bad. I don't even know if I'm still streaming. I have no idea. No idea if I'm still streaming. Nope. Yeah, I think I am actually. Oh, Carlos. Thank you, Carlos. Perfect. All right. Put that down. Yeah, I don't know, Taylor. It's an interesting, yeah. Wow, my computer just took a straight up dump. I don't know. That's not a bad one. Not a bad one. See what Caesars has got for it. least it's not until the nightcap. The lines aren't going to go too much, I wouldn't think, get away from us. So it's minus 113, so a little bit better on Caesars, minus 113. Yeah. I keep trying to think of a way. That's not a terrible way to get in. I mean, like I said, it's league worst, all of it. I kind of like that F3. Maybe just get through it one time in the order and walk away with a, minus 105 cash. I don't know. What time's this game? Yeah, it's not till 8:38 local time. So I guess I got time to think about that one. Will have all my bets be over by then? Orioles bet will be over by then. Yankees bet will be over. Singer will be over. Marlins will be over. Yeah, everything will be over by then. I can just, I don't know, see how the day goes. And somebody will be like, oh, you're chasing the loss. Well, I already like the spot, so I wouldn't call it chasing. We'll just see how it goes. There's some possible good way into that game. Dylan Cease over 4.5 hits. Yeah. Just looking through the lines again, I just don't quite see how we can get into this game. But plenty of time. Anything else, fellas? Anything else? Let's go rip off a look ahead. Probably a small slate tomorrow. Seems like that's the way Thursdays go. So let's see what we got. Just going through Dylan Cease's game log here, though. He's given up runs, but want to see if they're early or if he can get through a turn in the rotation without giving up runs. Royals didn't get him till the 6th inning. Yankees got him first. They get everybody early. God damn, that lineup's good. Braves got him in the 1st and the 3rd. Rockies did not get him. Diamondbacks did not get him. Kind of like the F3 team total under, minus 105. But when did he get that run versus the Angels last year? Oh, Ohtani in the 4th inning. That's right, the home run. Yeah. All right, what's Thursday's slate? Small one, as predicted. Always is. Let's see. Orioles are going up against a left-hander. Not as good. Oh, all my notes crashed. Oh, yeah, my computer restarted. Shit. Daniel Lynch is back. Hey there, Daniel Lynch. What's going on, buddy? Daniel Lynch the 4th. Oakland has to see Brian Wu tomorrow. That's going to be a pretty tough outing for them. Dodgers and Pirates. Man, just waiting for this Dodgers team to do something. Braves and Nats. Yeah. Yankees are going to see Pablo Lopez again. I'm sure I'll be on that play again. I can't imagine. Which, by the way, not pivoting to the F7 has worked in our favor. The F17 total did not hit yesterday. That Twins bullpen, we talked about it. It's too good. You just stick to the F5. It's hitting all 4 games. The F7 is not treating the Yankees very well up against the Twins bullpen. It's too good. So we're making the right decisions there. Probably just run back the F5 team total again up against Pablo Lopez. Cubs are playing the Reds. 2 righties on the mound. Definitely would favor the Reds. Wasn't that the series on Friday? Did Hassad just face the Reds 5 days ago? Was that the Friday game in Chicago? Yeah, it was the one where we squeaked out 15.5 outs. Ever so slightly squeaked it out. My man got us that all-important. Yeah, we talked about that. That was a fortunate cash. Quite fortunate. Couldn't get that yesterday. Cronenworth can't bat right-handed. Dude's at like 94 pitches. Through that at-bat, though, he hit 100. That was definitely his last batter. Come on, Cronenworth. Just needed you to come through. Anyways, Reds will be the play tomorrow. Hot offense. Just saw Hassad 5 days ago. Yeah. That'll be the play tomorrow. Reds. Rockies and Cardinals. Sunny gray. Boy, Rockies are declining. Well, for sure the Cardinals tomorrow. Red Sox and White Sox. I'm actually going to the game on Saturday. Battle of the Sox, and I'll be there on Saturday's game. 2 righties going tomorrow. And then Diamondbacks are hooking up with the Padres with the lefty and a righty on the mound. Man, kind of a shit slate tomorrow. Really just like Brian Wu up against the Athletics. Like the Yankees up against Lopez. And like the Reds up against Hassad. And the Cardinals and the Rockies too. But other than that, nothing's really sticking out. Yeah, it could be maybe a slow day tomorrow. But worry about tomorrow. Try and cash these bets today. A couple F5 team totals for you guys. In fact, 3 of them. One of them is going to go ahead and be dropped in a parlay with Hudson to not be the winning pitcher. And then we'll go ahead and take Singer. If you missed it, the Reds will be the early 2 play. Reds will be the early 2. Nerfy of the day is Mariners Athletics. Double play of the day was Yankees and Reds. And then I think some same game parlays of Mets hitters and Guardians hitters, mainly Ramirez and Kwan will be is the way to go if you want to cook up any parlay. All right. When's the action start? When's our action start? Not until 2:10 local time. All right, fine. Afternoon baseball. Sign me up. All right, boys. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy your Wednesday. Come on back for tomorrow. Let's see if we're going to bet the Reds. Let's see if we're going to bet the Yankees. And see if we can't fade the Athletics tomorrow with Brian Wu on the mound. So have a good one there, boys. Enjoy your day. Catch up with you mañana.